Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? This is Rodney Grimes, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. It is so good to be back out here on the air, and I have some amazing individuals in the studio today, and one of them happened to be sitting here right with me. This is a very, very serious brother, friend, commandant, and some other things. He's a gentleman who's always doing things in the community, and his name is Christian Comedian E. Boogie. Hey, welcome, my brother. Welcome.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm so glad that you came.
I'm glad to be here.
So what's been going on with you?
Oh, just working, man. Doing what I've been called to do and having some fun with it.
Okay.
Yeah, and getting paid.
Uh-oh.
So.
You noticed that he threw that money in there real quick. He said getting paid.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Everything that we do, man, when we be moving forward, what we be trying to do is put ourselves in a position where we do be able to become self-employed. And that's what I talk to a lot of people when I throw out the people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. This is some serious issues with us when we're trying to follow our craft. We want to get what we do get paid for, the gifts that God gives us. Correct?
That's right.
You know? So actually, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm originally from Washington, D.C., Northeast. And I started out doing comedy. I started out doing secular comedy, where I ended up being on BET Comic View. And then my life transitioned about 8 years ago when I gave my life to the Lord and I started doing Christian comedy.
Okay.
So that's what I do now, but it ain't always been like that because, once again, I'm from the streets of Northeast.
Okay.
D.C.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So being a Christian comedian, is it hard to transition from being a regular comedian?
Well, it wasn't hard for me because I wasn't the type of comic that used vulgar language. I wasn't the type of comic that needed to talk about people to be funny. I was just being me.
Okay.
So it wasn't hard for me to transition from one type of lifestyle to the other. Okay. It wasn't hard.
One of the things that I try to get the audience to tune in every time we bring a guest on is that we talk about, how you got started, and if you have a dream to be a comedian or a singer, dancer, writer, or a host on a talk show, I tell people to follow their dreams.
Right.
What was it that started you to go into being, in the comedian type world?
Well, to be very honest with you, it started with me when I, this is no lie, this is real talk, but it started with me when I kept getting fired from a job. So I couldn't keep a job. It wasn't because I wasn't a good worker. It was because I was really into what gift I had inside of me. A 9 to 5 is not for everybody. So I ended up going down to Blackburn Center down Howard University.
Okay.
And this lady asked me, she was like, "Oh, E Boogie, why don't you do the event for me and see how it is?" And I was like, "What, today?" And she was like, "Yeah." So I looked out the curtain and there was a packed house out there, and I'm like, "You want me to go in front of everybody?" And she was like, "Yeah, I think you could do it." So I ended up going out there and had a great time. Great show. So she said, "I told you can do it." And then at that point, that's when my career started, and it started from there and it ended up on BET Comic View, which you can Google and see me on there. And I started doing a bit called "Say No to Crime," because at the time I was dealing with what back then was my wife, and we had got separated and then divorced, and they was on me about child support, which I was paying when I had it. And then one time I ended up not paying it, and they locked me up a Marlboro. So I went up a Marlboro and stayed up there for about 2 or 3 months. And it's very interesting because while I was up there, I was writing jokes.
Okay.
So when I got out, the outfit, they let me have it. So I started doing it all over the country. And a lady in California seen me doing it and said, we want you to do that on BET Comic View.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so it went from what the devil meant for bad, God turned it into something good. You know, and then, like I said, once again, if you Google me if you Google me, you'll see it. It says E Boogie on BET Comic View. You'll see me with the orange jumpsuit on stage in front of 80 million people. And I thought that was amazing because I didn't know it was going to take off like that, because I was just doing it based on how I felt. You know, I was like, man, they gonna lock me up. But then I started writing when I was down in jail, and I ended up having material that fit my situation. Okay. And I tell you, I ended up going all over the country doing it, and it was a blessing. It was truly, truly a blessing. So, you know, but then after a while, after I did that, I didn't feel comfortable about doing it because, you know, I was getting high, I was drinking, you know, I was doing stuff I know that wasn't me. You know, my life was like, it was like I was getting all this money, but it was going the wrong places.
Right, right.
You know, and I'm just being honest with y'all, you know, because that's the only way I know how to be. You know me by now. So, it just started taking my life. So brother said, man, you too gifted to do that. You're going to kill yourself. You keep doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. See, because I had no problem with, probably 80% of the time I was on stage, I was under the influence, and people, you know, so I said to myself, I don't need this, you know, but I didn't have the power to stop it. God stopped it. Right. You know, God stopped it, and then after he did that, he cleaned me up, and he said, you're going to do it for my glory. Mm. And then I started doing it in churches and everything. So the first big gospel artist I opened up for was Fred Hammond and Donnie McKirkland. Okay. Right? And out Baltimore. I forgot the name of the theater, but hold like 2,500 people. And I went out there and once again, I just did what God has assigned me to do, and they loved it. But all I did was talk about my past and talked about what was going. You know, I'm one of them comics that if you ever come and see me, well, you seen me before. Okay, right. Yeah, you seen me before. That was when you got mad at me.
As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to let you know.
Miss Grimes, you remember that? Yeah, okay.
We had a production going, full-time production. We do showcasing in Alexandria, Virginia, at the Lee Auditorium, and I forget exactly how we met, but this gentleman came in and he was supposed to perform, and he was running late, and I tried to make sure that I am efficient with everything that I do, and I made it very clear, yo, man, you late, you're not going on. But this brother told me, he said, look, if you let me go on, you will not regret it. And you got to understand that this was the first time we met in person. Basically, we had just been talking over the phone. And so as things were going, you know, I saw the time where we can get back and go ahead and put him in. And he was truly a blessing to me, the audience, and to somebody very, very dear to me, my mother. My mother had just got out the hospital, and she decided to show support and come out anyway. I watched my mom the whole time that you were on stage, and she was trying so hard not to fall out the chair from laughing. You remember? Yeah, I remember. I told you later. Yeah. And on top of that, not only did he really, really do a phenomenal job, but then all the CDs that you have, everybody purchased them. Everybody wanted to know exactly who he was. They would just want to know, where did this guy come from to get on stage, have you dying in your seat laughing without using one word of profanity, which was truly, truly amazing. The other thing that I would like to bring up when you was talking, this is real talk, so we keep it real. He was telling you that he had an issue. When we talk about these things, we want people to know that you don't let those troubles be a problem for you. You know, you have a drinking problem, drug problem, whatever. You know, you give it to God, God gonna clean you up. And that's what happened with you. Right. And then he took the negative, which I always say you take a negative and turn to the positive. So, you know, I also, real quick, I got to make a real quick statement. My co-host, Mr. Miss Alice Williams she just flew in from out of town, and so she's not missing. So I just want y'all to know that she is standing by, so she'll be joining us shortly. I'm definitely excited to get her back on the panel up here so I can have my co-pilot here helping me navigate through these airs, the skyways. But, hey, I really, really appreciate what you did when you came out and performed. I enjoyed it. And the one thing that I want people to know that, you can always take a negative and turn to a positive.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You just recently got married, too, didn't you?
Yeah, I just recently got married about 2 years ago. And me and the wife, we getting ready to go on a cruise, and, and she getting ready to save her money and spend mine and, all that good stuff.
I know
But we can really have some fun, though, and I'm just excited that I can be able to, when you doing things in decency and order, and when you're doing things for the Lord, you're gonna prosper. You're gonna prosper and do what you supposed to do. And ever since then, Brother Rodney, I've just been. God has had me. I'm pretty much busy every week. Like I spoke to you about it. So I'm not bragging on me. I'm bragging on Him. And what's in store for me, and it's a whole lot of things that He's doing in my life right now. And I'm just humble with it,
Yeah.
I'm just humble with it. I'd rather tell my story, like when I do interviews like this. I'd rather tell my story and keep it real with people, because I know young people may be listening,
Yes.
and they need to know that there's some struggles, and everybody deal with some certain demons, and you got to know how to overcome them. Once you overcome them, then you can really appreciate where God is taking you at.
And I want you to know that just like many people, we all have our struggles that we have to deal with.
Yeah.
It's various things from depression to, like I said, drugs, alcohol. We have some people that are not able to function around a lot of people. We have people who steal. We got all kind of situations among different people, and you have to learn how to give it to God and then conquer these problems.
Right.
So like when you're telling the truth about how you've overcome yours, I had this opportunity because now it's been several years since I've known you, and I've watched you grow. And believe it or not, I had no idea that your past was like that, because you've been such a real positive influence in my life. Just from the short phone calls that you give and calling in, and when we came to your wedding, just to see all the love that you received from so many people. And, you're just a blessing to many people. So what I want to do is, real quick, I'm going to actually see if I can go to a commercial real quick, and I'm going to come right back, because guess who is in the house? I'm telling you, I am excited. We'll be right back.
That's just how I feel.
Welcome, 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 everyone who's tuning in now and those who was with us just a short period ago. You see my co-host has dropped in. I'm so glad to see you.
I'm glad to be seen.
I was up here struggling a little bit. You know, I was like, okay.
No, he was doing fine. You were doing great. I saw you.
I'm so used to having her right here, you know, to catch me when I start to slipping. So, you know. But I'm so glad that you was able to make your flight back into town.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be back in town. I actually took a mini vacation. I was physically on vacation with my grandkids and my daughter, and had, you know, work always come first. Yeah. Of course, I had the show tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll be speaking downtown D.C. at Gallaudet for PTAC, Procurement Technical Assistance Center event for small companies. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
That's good. That's good.
And after that, I'll be flying right back to Orlando.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to keep up with her. Every time I try to get behind her, I end up falling down.
No, you do well.
Well, again, we have a guest, a very special guest, a very good friend of mine. This is Christian comedian E Boogie. Mm-hmm. For all of y'all that just tuned in, remember you can call in at 240-719-2560. That's 240-719-2560. We're looking for callers to call in. You can call in, ask any type of questions you like. This is real talk. This is what we do. We talk about the real things that's going on.
That's right.
So a lot of times we get on, most of our guests have stories to tell, and we appreciate it. And just prior to you coming in, he was just sharing a little bit how he got started, and actually he got into the comedian life after being incarcerated.
Right.
And the one thing that I want people to know, and that is, don't ever let negative things keep you down, right?
That's right. That's right.
Because if you take them and you turn them around, they're going to benefit you.
Yes, and you can see E Boogie is a perfect example of that. I got opportunity to hear some of your interviews sitting in an audience right before I came on. Very impressive story, and it's just to show that there is hope when you're in a bad situation. Many times, often we hear about especially African American men who have gotten in trouble because of child support, you know, that's driven by the government system that we have no control over. But you succumb that by actually taking your talents within the federal prison system or PG County system and turn it into something positive. Most importantly, you turn to serve God. So I understand your story, and I heard a very interesting, very inspiring story. You grew up in the Washington, D.C. area, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing.
Well, I grew up, like, once again, in Northeast D.C. Went to Calvin Coolidge High School.
Okay.
Played basketball.
Basketball player.
They wanted me to play football, but the coach was so hard on people. He asked me to run the 40-yard dash, and he was so hard on people. I ran it and kept going. And he didn't see me till chemistry class. And 2 weeks later, he took the football and hit me on the back of my head. And, where you been at and all that? I'm like, man, I don't want to play no football, especially if he's the coach, you know. So, single family homes.
Okay.
Me, my brother, and my sister. Then my brother, he went into the military. And it was just me and my sister. Then my sister went to go stay with my other sister in Baltimore. So it was just me and my mother, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, I didn't, you know, I didn't really have any direction. And I didn't have a father figure in the house.
Sure.
So I learned a lot from the streets.
Sure.
You know, learned a lot from the streets. But I had some people, you know, that was praying for me. You know, praying grandmothers, praying mothers.
That's right.
You know, and then, you know, once I went through the things that I went through, I even ended up in a situation where I ended up homeless. You know?
My!
And I really had a chance to go live with my mother in her big old home out in Riverdale. You know, out there on Good Luck Road.
Right.
But I told her, I don't want to live with you. I don't want to live with you and your husband. I want to just be out here in the streets. And I really knew that God was still on my side because I tried to go live in a shelter. And I never heard them say this, but everybody else got in the shelter except me. So I was like, y'all don't have no beds left?
Right.
And they was like, no, we don't have any beds left. So they shut the door on me. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is God has a way of boxing you in
Yes.
to get your attention.
That's right.
See, everything, he shut it down. Shut this down. Shut that down. He shut this down. Everything I was trying to do, God shut it down. And I just left me sitting on the park bench wondering, what is it that you want from me?
Right.
You know, because I was running from God for a long time. And he finally caught up with me, you know what I'm saying? So, but when he did, you know, everything, the whole thing in my life changed 180 degrees. You know, some people say your life changed 360. Your life don't change 360 because 360 means you'll be right back where you started.
That's
right.
right.
How about that? That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And see, my story is my story. I don't mind telling my story because if I tell on me, you can't tell on me.
Right. That's right.
See, I don't mind telling on me. See, because it ain't nothing that I'm afraid of to let anybody know. Because I want you to learn something from it.
Right.
Because what you should learn about it is that you got a story, and there's some things in your life that only you and God know, and you may not want nobody else to know.
Right.
Even your wife, even your husband. It's some stuff you be like, no, I don't think I'm going to share that. Right? But I share everything I can because it frees me.
Right.
You know, it frees me, and I can sleep good.
Yes.
I don't. A lot of times I'm up 3 or 4 in the morning reading my word and writing my jokes and material, you know, and I don't have nothing to hide. So when you come out and see me, people call it perform. I call it minister through jokeology.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? People
I
say
like that.
I'm not performing.
Right.
I'm ministering
Right.
to people about what's really going on.
Right.
You know, and that's how God is using me, and I'm just so grateful because, like I said, I'm very humble. You know, I'm humble, and I want people to know that I'm humble. I got 5 children.
Oh my!
I got a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
I got a 17-year-old. I got a 23-year-old, a 22-year-old, and a 24-year-old.
Okay.
See, and all of them, you know, they call me and text me, "Daddy, we love you," because they seen the transformation.
Right.
You know, and they also seen the contracts that I signed.
Right.
Yeah, which means, Daddy, I need this.
Right.
I need that. And I don't have no problem with that because
Right.
I can afford to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, once upon a time, I couldn't afford to do it. I was ashamed of how I was living, but oh well, everybody got a pass.
So, E-Boogie, you have an awesome story, very inspiring. I want to just tell the callers once again, this is a great opportunity to call in. We have a spiritual comedian here in the studio today. And if you want to call in, you can dial in at 240-719-2560. I do have a question. So you belong to a church? You have a church home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I go to St. Stephen's Baptist Church, 5757 Temple Hills Road, Bishop Lanier C. Twyman.
Oh, yes. I know your pastor very well.
That's my
Him
pastor.
and my bishop are very good friends.
Kelsey?
No, Charity. That's a charity.
Okay, okay.
So let me ask, you know, with the stigma about church, sometimes you be in a church and they're really stuck up and, you know, you got to do everything the Christian way. How do the church feel about your Christian comedian being able to, you know, do what you do? How do they feel about that in church?
People in general, in life, period, they can deal with you long as you real about what you do.
Sure.
Yes.
See, I don't try to do stuff to go into their world.
Right.
I do stuff to bring them into mine.
Right.
Praise God for that.
See that? Because I don't change nothing up. When you come and see me minister through jokeology, like I said, what I do through healing humor, that's what I call it, healing humor, jokeology. When you come and see me do what I do, I don't switch up because I'm in church. Because I don't, you know, I'm a born again Christian, so I don't use vulgar word. I don't do none of that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and what I do is I get people attention by really sharing with them the word of God in a way where they never seen it before.
Sure.
Because it's coming from above.
Sure.
You know, and I don't have no problem with that. I just tell my story like the way I've been telling y'all.
Sure.
Right. Right.
But it's told a whole different story if you come and see me in a joking mood because and then I let it all go.
Right.
I let it all out like that.
Right.
And you experienced it.
Yes, and that's what I found so amazing. Again, what I like the audience to know, we all have had trials and tribulations. Don't let it be a problem where you let your troubles become a handicap to you.
That's right.
Because all of us. We fall down, and the main thing that really matters is how you get up.
That's right.
So, as I talk about people to people, power to power, positive thinking people, I want to say that people to people is just like the comedian Christian E. Boogie when he's on stage. He's a people. I'm using that terminology, and the people in the audience. So when I say people to people, this gift that you have, this is our connection.
Right.
The power that he possesses. And I keep using this because I want people to know as we go forward and we grow, these things you use every day.
Every day.
That power you get when you get up on that stage, you throw it back out into the audience. And then the power from them applauding and getting into it. And after a while, you just get into a point where, you know what? You don't even see the people no more.
That's
now you're
right.
in the zone.
That's right.
Right? And then the thing that's after that is the positive thinking people. That's the stuff that you do when you come out and you let people know exactly who you really are, giving them that positive influence and positive conversation, which he's done so many times. Call me on the phone just to check on me. It's funny how you'll meet a person and y'all become good friends. And I don't even think we ever been to a restaurant together.
Nope.
But this is my man because
Right.
he, that relationship developed when I saw him bless my mother with his skills. And I also want to make sure that people, as you see us sitting in here, it might be a little antsy, but I got to keep it real. It's real talk, right? So my brother over here sweating a little bit because my air condition went out, So that's just part of what's happening. We getting it worked on. So if you see him, I don't want you to assume he get back and be like, man, he was on there sweating up a storm. No, my brother had to come in, and when I told him, I said my air conditioner went out a little bit. He was like, it's no problem. Hey, I can still do this. So
yeah. So E-Boogie, how can we find you? You got any shows that's coming up? Do you have a website? How can people get in contact with you?
Yes, I have a website, www.christiancomedianeboogie.com. And also I have an event coming up this Friday.
Oh, wow.
okay,
I have an event
All right.
coming up this Friday at the VBS, the church over on 1219 Hamlin Street Northeast. I'm doing I'm doing a live hour show there. It will start at 7 o'clock, and I go on at 8 o'clock. And then I also have this is my schedule right here. July 22nd, I'll be in Durham, North Carolina. The 28th, I'll be at the Waterford Reception Center in Springfield, Virginia. August 18th, I'll be at the Slayton House Theater, Columbia, Maryland. September 22nd, Shiloh Baptist Church in Landover.
Oh, wow.
So, and I got some other stuff in between that, but it hasn't been updated before. So, that's where I'm at now. And like I said, all glory, go to God. Don't ever think it's me.
Right.
It's none of me
Right.
and all of Him. I just want people to know that, so that if you come to see me, you'll see the power of the Holy Spirit. The
Praise
Bible
God.
talks about Proverbs 17 and 22. Laughter is like good medicine.
That's right.
See, people don't understand that there's a chemical in our bodies called endorphins.
That's right.
When you laugh, it spreads through your body, and it helps to heal certain areas in your body when you laugh.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know, and that's why some people, they be like, "Oh, that ain't no ministry and all that." well, check my record. You will understand where God, the places that God has had me and the people that He has had me around, it has to be from God.
Right.
Because it's the biggest turnaround that I've ever experienced in my life. And I want people to know that it is a ministry. Just because I'm not being an armor berm, or just because I'm not in security, or just because I'm not singing on the choir, or just because I'm not ushering, or security, or, but it's still a ministry.
It is a ministry.
It's a ministry.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And people need to understand that, for real.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I tell you, I really appreciate you coming out. And I want y'all to know that you can get in touch with him. Give him a telephone number.
Well, okay.
Give him a website. Give him the website. Give him the website.
You can reach me at www.christiancomedianeboogie.com for bookings.
That's
and
right.
once you leave a message there, and if I feel it in the Holy Spirit, then I give you my number. And we can talk business for those who are serious. That's all. I'm just being real.
No,
Be
that's
real.
what it is.
We want you to be real.
That's what it is.
We appreciate that.
And we do that. That's what it's all about.
Can't
live
give
talk.
everybody your number.
Thank you. Because I had that situation where a lady actually stalked me. I'm outside. I look out the window. She right there on the corner. Yeah, man. I could tell y'all some stories, but it's somebody else's turn to speak.
Yeah. Well, hey, let me say this. Definitely, you can have my number. And if you want to get in touch with them, it's 703-798-7230. My number is easy to get, and I don't get stalkers no more. They didn't cut me loose, so I don't worry about that no more. But this brother is definitely available. He's amazing, and the next time that I have him on, I'm going to make sure that he performs. So we're going to go to break. This is PTP, People to People, Power to Power, Positive Thinking People. And I'm trying to tell you, we enjoy doing this. We keep it real. It's real talk. And we'll be right back.
Don't let go, don't let them compare you, no. Don't worry, you're not alone. That's just how we feel. Am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Oh. Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. For thinking that we could be something for real. Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see. So am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see.
Welcome back. This is Rodney Grimes, live talk with his co-host, Miss Alice Williams.
Hello.
And we got three beautiful young ladies here that are amazingly talented.
Yes, they are.
Hello, ladies. How y'all doing?
Good.
It is such an honor to have y'all here today. I'm telling y'all, it's funny that I am like one of their biggest fans.
No, I think I'm their biggest fan. I follow them on social media, and I just cannot wait to see them sing when they're singing on social media.
I know.
And I'm the only. I always make these crazy comments like, Oh, these girls can blow.
Well,
They're very talented.
I just felt so good that I know the family. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, me
when they
too.
go to Hollywood, I'm gonna be right there. I'll be right down in the audience talking about, hey, look at
That's
me,
right.
hey, you know.
That's right.
But yeah, it's an honor to have y'all here. I really, I am so proud of you, young ladies. I've been
Yes.
watching you. I watch you on social media as well. I just want each one of you. What's your name?
Jody.
And
My name is Janae. I'm Jayla.
and who's oldest?
Me.
Okay. And y'all actually are twins.
Yes. I'm older.
Okay. All right.
Like
That's
2
it.
minutes.
By 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Okay. And so, if I may, how did y'all started to singing? Where start?
I'll say it. We were in the car one day and we heard, first of all, my mom, she used to sing this song with her friends, I believe. It was called like Time. I don't know what it's called, but it was like, we started off with this one note. It was like, time, time, time. We harmonized. And then we were in the car when we got older and we heard this song called So Much in Love. So we went home, we were like, Mommy, can you teach us this song? Like, help us with the harmony and everything. And so we learned it and we made a video and then we wanted to do more because we saw everybody. They were like, wow, they can sing. We were like, oh, that's what we want to do.
That's good. So, I mean, actually, because I do know the history of your family, I know that your singing ability didn't just start with your mom.
That's right.
It actually started with your grandmother. Your grandmother can sing. I've also know that your mom is an amazing singer.
Absolutely.
She is an individual who has done many shows, written many songs, and she actually have a song that's out now on what is it, iTunes, and you will be able to purchase that. I'm gonna let the girls tell me it's wishful thinking. I'm doing a plug as we go right now, you know, to make sure Mom gets her credit.
That's
you
right.
know. But to get back to the girls, I have watched all of y'all grow, actually more so through social media, and it's amazing that each time that I've seen y'all perform, that I just find myself just blown away with your skills, and so. And I got to be careful because I have a nickname for the young lady to my right, and so you don't mind if I use it? Okay, all right. I call her Rabbit, and that's been her nickname ever since she was born, and she's an amazing young lady. I am so proud of them. I'm very proud of their mom. I've told her mom, I mean, I've seen her raise these 3 young ladies,
Yes.
and that's what they are.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Very amazing. I, too, have some history. I know their family as well. And I'm very proud to say that I've watched them over the years. I remember when the twins were born. But I've watched them over the years, and then to see them grow up to be young ladies and have such a brilliant voices.
Yes.
I also know your dad as well. He's also a singer. So we grew up together as well in the same neighborhood. So your dad is no stranger to me, and I know his history. So I have to say, again, just a shout out to your mom as well. I watched her raise y'all. She actually raised y'all on social media, and she shared a lot of your life on social media.
Yes.
And so I really appreciate that because I feel like I know you, but I don't know you. So shout out to your mom on that. She's done a wonderful job. You're beautiful women.
Yes.
You can see it. You can tell you've raised very well.
Yes.
You come from good stock. You
Yes.
already know that.
Yeah.
And so I'm very proud. I can't wait to hear you sing this afternoon. So let's just talk about your singing ability. And so who kind of like lead? We know you're the oldest. Do one is more assertive or aggressive than the other to say, hey, let's sing?
I have the softest voice, so I'll let them chime in and sing lead because, you know, it's always tired of always hearing me sing lead. She has she has a hard voice, really pretty. And she, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm like in the middle.
She's in the middle. She's not too soft, not too loud. She's just Jody. And we all bring our own type of style, and they go, oh, I like that sound. So it's not always me singing lead. It's
That's
her,
me
and
singing
it's
bass.
Oh,
she's
really?
a little, she's small, but she can blow.
So how did y'all figure it out? You just kind of just was singing and just realized
Yeah.
everybody's talent? Is-
Well, yeah, my voice was always deep as a kid. You know, they used to call me Froggy because my voice is deep. So I was like, hey, let me do bass.
Okay.
So, and do you find yourself like surprised at how good you are?
Yes.
Yeah. Like when we don't sing for a long time and then we get up and go practice, we go, dang, we really can sing.
There
Yes,
are
you can.
songs where we learned when we were younger, and we were like, ooh. But now, like, when we do,
We nail it.
just lay down.
We get on our
and
phone singing.
Right,
Like, it's
whenever we
nothing.
just say, let's practice, we'll just be laying down, and then we just go through it, and we're like, okay, we're done.
And that is so cool.
That's amazing.
I mean, you know this is what I see, and like I said, your mom and your family has allowed us to grow with you through social media. That's what happens. I always say this: stars are not made;
They're born.
They're born.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have 3 stars sitting up here. I'm telling you, these girls are amazing. I saw a performance that y'all did. Just in this, it was in the car.
I saw that
right?
too. Yeah, I love that performance.
Oh my God, I was blown.
I think I listened to it like 5 or 6 times. I kept playing it over.
I mean, that was so amazing. Then I was looking at the people, how y'all had everybody mesmerized with your skills. And, you know, so now that you're doing this, I understand you're getting ready to graduate.
Oh, wow.
And y'all be
Congratulations.
graduating in a couple of years. If I may ask you first, are you going to follow your music career?
Music, I can't really escape it. You know, if I can't get tired of it, or you'll find me humming or singing anywhere I go, not even knowing. Music is always goosebumps, you know, the feeling. I love it. And I want to stick with my sister, so.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
And how you feel about it?
I want to do the same thing that she's doing. I mean, there's like no escape, because when you're born with it, it just doesn't go away.
Yes.
And then when you have the talent, you can't just throw it away. Because most people, some people wish that they could sing.
Yes.
And
Like
we have
me,
a blessing.
I'm a shower singer. I can sing in the shower real good.
And Jody, you actually dance a little bit too.
No. I want to be. I already know we're gonna be famous. I mean, come on.
That's
Okay.
right. That's claim it. That's right.
I love that
I
comment.
say it every
Right.
day because
Yes.
I know it. I feel it. You know. And then sometimes when they don't feel like it, I be like, "You're never gonna get anywhere. Like you just sit down all day." They be like, "So they come on." But yeah, you know, I'm a dancer too. I enjoy dancing. You know, when you're on stage, you can't just stand still, right?
Right.
You dance too. So.
Yeah.
That's
So let me just ask just
No,
one
go ahead,
question, and I love this story that you're talking, and I know you're inspired to continue your career as a singer. I do see in your future some kind of sister all group, you know. So have y'all start to look at that part of your future? Are you writing music? Are you doing anything?
She's a songwriter.
She's
I write
song-
poems, but I'm pretty sure we can put in music, but she has the song.
Oh wow!
that's
So you write
I
music?
actually wrote a song already. It's called Man Crush. But
Oh my! Okay.
get to that.
What I like when you already put it in your mind that you're going to succeed. You got to remember, anything that you put in your mind that you conceive, you can achieve it.
That's right.
And I'll always say that as well. You receive it, believe it, and then you achieve it. These things here are for many people to know. Any young people out there that's watching, or older people, I mean, you got to believe in what you're doing. And I tell many people, I told Alice last week, we're going to Hollywood.
That's right, we are.
And what we're looking for is for the Talk Live show to really, really elevate us to a different level, which I believe and receive as well. And I'm just excited. Again, and if we got any callers out there,
Yes.
240-719-2560, we'd love for you to call in. I'm surprised that I haven't heard my phone ringing yet, but definitely, we're looking forward to people showing that support. We want to let you know that it is definitely an honor for y'all to be on here, because when y'all become famous, I will be sitting down somewhere saying, I know those young ladies.
That's right.
And I had the opportunity to interview them on Live Talk in the DMV area.
Right.
So
Just one question though. We're talking about singing, but we know also there has to be some balance. So you're in the process of graduating, so I know your grades are great.
Yeah.
But just talk about how do you balance, as young ladies, and with 3 women in the house plus mom, that makes 4, and how do you balance schoolwork, extracurricular activities, and then what you have a passion for, which is music?
Well, all of our interests, they're kind of the same. We're all different, but we like the same things all together. Like, Jody and I were in a dance company.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
Janae, she was thinking about joining dance production where she works behind the scenes with the
Sure.
lights and, you know, the shows and stuff. And so it all comes together. We're all in dance production. And so I was thinking about choir, but I don't know. I want to stick with them. I don't like being, it's down the hall, but
Right.
I want to be with them, you know. Oh, y'all the sisters? Yeah, we're the sisters.
That is so cool. And I really
Right.
like that. I like
Yeah.
that bond that you have.
Yes.
And it's just amazing. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm hoping that y'all going to do something for us in a few minutes. Hey, we would love to see y'all perform. I just want everybody to know, don't take this lightly. You know, you need to follow your dreams.
Yes.
We're trying to get the show to move in a direction where we're going to be bringing all type of talent out, and we want people to know that we got a lot of talent coming from the DMV. Again, you know, these young ladies put in the hard work to show their skills, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is going to be another platform for y'all to stand on, and just remember that I was a part of it. You know? So again,
That's right.
what I want to do is kind of go into a break real quick. Please, if there's anyone out there by the phone, we would like for you to call in. But I'm getting ready to go to a break and have these young ladies to come in. And the next time you're going to see them performing, show you their real skills. We'll be right back.
If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. For thinking that we could be something for real. Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? But that's just how I feel. But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see. So am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Oh. Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.
Welcome, 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 welcome back. This is Rodney Grimes, PTP, People to People, Power to Power, and my co-host, Ms. Alice Williams. Hey, we just had some beautiful ladies sitting up here. Now we got a treat for you. We get ready to give them an opportunity to show you their skills. Hey, I wanted to tell you, just look at this. We are getting ready to hear JW. JW.
That's right. That's right.
So, if we could, let's see what these young ladies can do.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Is my living in vain? Is my giving in vain? Is my singing in vain? Is my praying in vain? No, of course not. It's not all in vain. 'Cause up the road is eternal gain. Am I wasting my time? Can the clock bear rewind? Have I let my light shine? Have I made 99? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Of course not. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Of course not.
No, it ain't, no, it ain't, no, it ain't.
No. Of course not. It's not all in vain. 'Cause up the road is eternal gain. 2, 3, 4. Gain.
That was his mother living.
Amazing.
Ladies, I'm
Yes.
telling you, I am like so impressed and intrigued.
Yes, yes.
This is just amazing. The skills that y'all have is just phenomenal. Actually, what I want to do is ask y'all to do one more for me because I'm telling you, I'm like one of your biggest fans. You're amazing. Your mom has done tremendous, a great job with giving y'all this technical skills because I know where it came from. I've seen her with two other young ladies who she sang with, I guess, a trio, I should say. And hopefully one day I'm going to be able to get them on here to show you where that skill come from. So if y'all could, what y'all do is y'all go ahead and give us another one. I appreciate it, and I love it. And remember, I need your autograph before you go.
That's right.
Because you going to Hollywood. I know that's right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is JW.
As we stroll along together, holding hands, walking all alone. So in love are we two that we don't know what to do. So in love, in the world of our own.
So in love.
As we walk by the sea together, stars twinkling high above. So love are we two, no one else but me and you. So in love, in the world of our own.
So in love.
Are you and I?
So in love.
We stroll along together. I tell you, I need you oh so much. I love you, my darling. You do. Touch as we walk down the aisle together. We will vow to be together till we die. So in love are we two? Just can't wait to say I do. So in love, in the world of our own. So in love, are you and I?
So in love.
I love So in love are we two? Just can't wait to say I do. So in love,
so in love,
in the world of our own.
so in love,
So in
do
love,
so in
are
love,
you and
do
I?
so in love.
Ah, man, that's
amazing.
amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
Amazing.
Love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to actually come to a break real quick, and we'll be right back. That was JW. Oh, amazing, amazing trio. Sisters. How about that? We'll be right back.
Am I wrong for thinking out the box from where I stay? Am I wrong for saying that I choose another way? I ain't trying to do what everybody else doing, just 'cause everybody doing what they all do. If one thing I know, I fall but I grow. I'm walking down this road of mine, this road that I go home. So am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see. Am I tripping for having a vision? My prediction, I'ma be on top of the world. Walk, don't look back. Always do what you decide. Don't let them control your life. That's just how I feel. Oh, like for yours, so don't let go. Don't let them compare you, no. Don't worry, you're not alone. That's just
Welcome back. This is PTP, People to People, Power to Power, Positive Thinking People. And we just was blessed by JW, these three amazing young ladies. I don't even know what to say. I was so blown by their performance. I was just talking to my co-host. I was like, man, we ran out of time. She was like, no, Rodney, we still got some time. I was like, oh my God. I was like, you know what? And if I knew that, I would have asked for 4 more songs. Oh my God. But y'all, I mean, really. I really don't even know what to say other than the fact that I know that people, when they see you, they find this like something is a real gift that you have, and for the harmony that you have. So, actually, did y'all go to any training to get this?
All natural.
All natural.
And mom.
And my mom.
That's so awesome. Have y'all, so you're out here singing, and I know your mother exposed you a lot on social media, and every time I see it, I said, they got to be found. Somebody have to find them, right? And I know that somebody out there has probably been seeking interest in you all. Have y'all had any opportunities where people have approached you, maybe producers or someone? Any interest? Not yet?
No.
Well, they missing out. That's okay. They're missing out right now. But I know with your mother's talent, she's being also a singer and the things that she's doing. I believe your mom plays sing in a band too. Is that correct? No. Yes. Yeah, she's singing in a band.
Yeah.
So I know the exposure is there. It's just a matter of time for you all to be found. I just wish I was in the business, because I would just take you right there. Trust me. That singing a cappella. The last song that you sung, I was sitting here thinking, when I get married and when I find me a husband, or when a husband finds me, I'm going to hire y'all to sing at my wedding. I want to have that song sung at my wedding. Very beautifully done. The talent is really, really awesome. You can see the passion in you when you sing it. It's just amazing. And every time I hear you all sing, I'm thinking, Tag, I wish I could sing.
I can sing.
I can't sing. I wish I could sing.
Nah, but I feel the same way. I come from a background of my mother was a singer, is a singer. She had sisters. It was the Shepherd Sisters. They
Yes,
sang
I
gospel.
remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I remember sitting and watching them, and that was amazing. And I understand and feel it. I want to go back just to say that when your mom was performing, I used to sit back and just be at awe because her skills are really, really amazing. As I watch y'all perform, each one of you, I seen a part of your parents in you. I seen that, and that's what when I'm talking about. Your mother invested time.
Yes.
Okay, that's what parents do.
Yes.
Okay, she's taking the time out to actually not only invest in you, but she's actually allowing us to be able to be blessed with your skills. Again, I do know your family very well, and I'm sure that they're all proud of you. But just whatever you do, you got to know that the star is the limit.
Yes.
You can go there and you can keep moving, because y'all have the skills to do that. If there's anybody out there that, I'm not talking about you just trying to write for them or whatever, but if, we're talking about people who really, really looking for some real, real talent, JW, I'm telling you, they are going to make it.
Yes, they are.
If it's any way or anything that I can do, I'm definitely right in the audience as one of your #1 fans. I promise you. Please don't hesitate to ever ask, because I just see y'all doing some big things. Again, I give kudos to your family, your mom. I know the hard work that she's put in to give y'all those skills, and so. I thank her for that as well.
Yeah, I want to remind the callers, we have 3 beautiful women here, young ladies here. The talent is very awesome. Please, if you have a question for them or if you just have some comments you want to make, please dial 240-719-2560. What I noticed in your singing, you sing all genres of music, and the 2 songs you sing, you gravitated to much older music. So talk about how do you all choose your music? Do you do a variety of music? Who's the decision maker on the type of music that you do? I got so many questions. Who are your favorite grooves? Who kind of you emulate or you mirror? Just talk about those things, each one of you.
Go ahead, Jody.
Yeah, we all
I love old school music. I don't really listen to new school. I don't. This all happened like one summer ago. I came across I don't know if you guys are aware of Another Bad Creation.
Yes.
So we used to watch In Living Color, and we all had a crush on them when we were younger.
Oh my!
So I was like, Mommy, who are they? And she's like, look up ABC, Another Bad Creation. I fell in love. I dress like a nice kid now. I do everything like them. I'm just so crazy about it. So every song we do, new school music, the music now, there's no harmony.
Right.
Go back
There's no
in
meaning
time.
to the
There's no meaning to the lyrics. So we go back and my favorite group's ABC, of course, but singing, SWV, I listen to all of them, and Vogue, all of them.
I love me some of Vogue.
And Vogue.
It started off with just hearing music our parents played. My mom had a big entertainment center with a huge radio in the middle, just blasted workout to music, her music she used to sing. And so we grasped onto that. I'm not saying they don't. I don't like new school music. Kind of. It's just I don't find a meaning. I don't feel it. I don't, people don't put work into it. They make music that everybody wants to hear, not what they really want to sing or rap about and stuff.
They smart too.
So,
Yeah.
If I may add, that's another thing that's really important. When you expose your kids to things, they pick it up.
That's right.
Okay. So now you heard her say her mom playing the music when she's working out and doing these things. And if you check them out on the Facebook, you're going to see they are always singing, dancing, and clowning around. And when they do it with passion and love. Okay, we got a caller. Thank you. How you doing, caller? Hello.
I am good. How you doing, family?
Hi.
This is Rachel Pope.
One of my favorite people, Miss Rachel. How you doing?
I'm doing good, and I just want to say those beautiful angels can sing.
Yes, they can.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I wanted to share if they were registered in their area for the artist registry, just their music, with DC Commission for the Arts and Humanities, as well as Prince George's State Art Council, to get them recognized locally to perform at some of these community events on the stage.
Well, did y'all? She was asking, are y'all registered in anything in the area?
In the arts organization,
Yeah.
in their area.
Well, we're going to make that happen for you guys. Rachel, that was awesome. Thank you for the resource and the information. Definitely will relay that to their mother and let their mother do some research on that and see if that would be an interest to them. But I think that would be awesome. What she talked about was local talent. So there are a lot of community events that happens in the area, and if you're registered, they will actually bring you on to portray your talent. So that was great resources, and we definitely will make sure we get that information to their parents.
And
Yes.
Rachel,
Yes.
and I know that you are involved in quite a few things. So, like we ask people to do is to reach out. I appreciate you even giving us the information, but anything that you know that will help benefit the young ladies, please, you can get the information to me, and I'll relay it to mom and make sure that she gets it, because this
Sure
is
will.
what we're trying to do is to assist everyone in following their dreams and reaching their goals. So we
Okay.
appreciate that. Thank you for calling in, Rachel. We
Love y'all.
you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
dog.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is one of the things that you're gonna find that what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get out there and perform. You can't you can't keep the talent at home.
That's right.
God didn't give it to you to keep it in the
That's
mirrors.
right.
You know what I mean? No, but I'm serious. The more people see you and get a chance to see your skills, that's when somebody will walk up and say, "Look, we getting ready to take y'all to where y'all need to go." Okay, I want to ask, how about acting? Anybody interested in doing that?
Well, I've done a few plays. Middle school plays. I did a little bit of, Into the Woods. I played little Goldilocks, whatever. Yeah, I played her. No, it was Red Riding Hood.
Hairspray.
Oh, Red
And
Riding
I was
Hood.
in Hairspray, and I played a dancer, of course.
Oh,
I did hair and
my.
makeup.
I didn't want to. I did
You
one
did?
little scene.
I did
She did the hair and makeup.
And she's always been with dance production. She is what puts everything together behind stage. Make sure you good, you're all right. And then go out.
Burn some fingers doing hair.
Flat iron your hair.
I mean, it's funny. Each one of y'all have y'all strengths where
Yes.
you complement one another. And I just see y'all really, really being able to do some things on your own. Had you ever thought about even trying to put on a play or something of your own?
Like a skit.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea.
That would be fun. Oh,
Right.
we will have so
We're-
much fun.
we're
We're
goofy.
way too goofy.
I ain't gonna talk about Goofy because it's somebody I know they don't want me to tell y'all what she used to do. I need to ask this. Okay, I'm getting ready to get in trouble. But have your mom ever did Fire Marshal Bill?
Oh,
Right? Oh, so y'all already know, right? Hey, let me tell you, I was on the floor. So, hey, if y'all got any of that goofiness in you, in a positive way,
her. She's the exact replica, I swear. Just a small version. She does Fire Marshal Bill.
or do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Used to. She used to do it.
Yeah. Hey, but so I mean, when y'all seeing it, so say if one of you are kind of down, right? I mean, and I'm probably going to ask the twins this. So, do y'all have the connection where you?
Yes. Yes.
Whenever
When I'm
like
sad, she does this thing. Not as sure she want to do it here, but when I'm sad, she'll come out. She's just lip thing. She was like, I don't know how to do it. I was sad. She was like, what's wrong? I'd be like, nothing. Get out. She just come in and do it and walk back, and I'm boom. I'm
no, like, whenever we it's just with the singing thing, it comes naturally. But when with our goofiness, it comes naturally too. Like we could just wake up and all of us just come to eat, and then we just start goofing off, and it's just so hilarious. We just have this special bond. I don't know, and I'm not speaking for anybody else, but I don't think anybody in the world has a bond like us.
No
three.
one.
No
It's
one.
like,
Oh
we
my
don't
God.
try.
Don't y'all
We're
make me
really-
cry.
I know, very
It's like-
sentimental.
When we have company and all that stuff, they'll be like, what is wrong with y'all?
Right.
Like, before they walk in, be like, don't mind us. There's something wrong with us. We can be, like, we're all teens. We still play with our food and do weird stuff with our hair. And they're like, what is
we don't
wrong?
even know we're doing it. Like, my mom's company come over, or we're around our dad.
They're like,
we're
your
at
kid's a
cookout.
trip.
Yeah, they be like, you guys, like, when we go out in public, they're like, so well Maynard. And we be like,
Like, you guys are so proper and quiet.
And it's just like, we have our own special inside jokes, and they're hilarious. Like, oh my gosh. You guys said, when we came on, you guys were like, they're well mannered. And I was like,
Not saying we're disrespectful.
No,
or,
no,
it's
you're
not.
No, it's
Yeah.
really
We're
something wrong with us.
crazy.
Like,
We're
when,
really-
okay,
we're
so
funny.
me and Jody thought of something funny earlier, and we do this elbow thing where when we can't talk or make a noise,
Yeah, so
we
we
start
go.
bumping elbows. Same with Jimmy and Janae, we go.
That's funny.
And then we stop. Like, no one knows. They're like, what's wrong? Nothing. You don't get it.
That's amazing.
You know, I guess listening to you again as I watch y'all on social media, and I know you see this too, Alice.
Yep.
We see that unity with
Yeah,
y'all. You
we
know,
do.
sometimes I sit back and I be like, man, they got. I just wonder do they be practicing this stuff, you know? But you can tell that it's all natural,
Very
and I'm
much
just
so.
really to hear that y'all are so close and connected. Let me say, please know that people will pay attention to that.
Oh, yes, they will.
And that's what's good.
Yeah.
The thing that is probably exciting me the most is that y'all are really beautiful young ladies. Not just by looks. I'm talking about your personalities.
Yeah.
I am so impressed with you. I have 3 granddaughters, and I would love when down the line, I always like to kind of mimic people myself to make me a better person. And if my granddaughters turned out to be like y'all, I would be a proud grandfather. And I'm telling you that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, and I know that your parents, your grandparents, I know how they feel just seeing y'all.
Yeah.
You
Very
know.
proud.
And,
Very,
let
proud.
me tell y'all what happened. So I'm gonna bust Alice out, right?
Uh-oh.
So we was talking on the phone. So Alice was like, Rodney, who you got lined up? And when I told her, she got to screaming on the phone. Oh my God, I'm out of town, but I'll be back, right? So I'm serious, right? So I'm like, you know, these girls really got some big fans because Alice get ready to get back on the plane to come back to make sure she do the interview with you.
That's
so
right.
I had to throw you out there.
Thank you so much. No, very seriously. Every time, you know, so I'm not on social media a lot. I go on, you know, every now and then. But when I do go on and I see, even when your mom sings, every now and then she gets on, she do her little singing. It just, you know, I can't stop. It's just like I play it over and over again. And then when I get the opportunity to hear your gifts and you sing, it's just amazing to me. And I just, like, somebody got to find these young ladies. Like, they have to be found. They need to be known. It has to be more than just social media, right? The talent is so awesome. And then to be so natural, you know, it's not like you've been trained or anything, except you're trained talently by your parents, right? It's a very natural thing. But it's just, I can't express how impressed I am with your talent. And then now to just hear you, sit beside you, and just look at your personalities.
It's
Boy,
crazy.
Amazing. And your personalities go with your music, right?
Yes,
It all comes together. The synergy together is just so awesome. And then to be sisters on top of that, right?
Oh, and
To be sisters.
That's something that a lot of people are probably going to really be happy about for you to also say that y'all like old school. That shows that's class, right?
Well, it shows also that they know music. And so, you know, today you listen to hip hop and rap, and sometimes you barely can even understand what they're saying, right?
It's like they're mumbling.
Right.
Like,
So
it makes no sense.
right.
I can, like, I'm in love with beats and stuff. When I listen to a song, I don't only listen to the lyrics. I really listen to the beat. I go, that's a nice beat. Then they start rapping. I'm just like, they just ruined the song. Now I want to listen to
Right.
it.
The cool part is when I'm listening to like a new song from nowadays, and then I hear beats. That's like for example, this Lil Mama song. She took Slick Rick's beat, and I was like, oh wow, you know, it's just cool. And it's like, and another thing when you said that people need to like see them. Like, it's not easy as how it was back then. Like you could just be dancing on the street. For example, ABC, they were dancing on the street, and Kevin Wells took them to Michael Bivins, and that's how they got started. It's not like that anymore. You can't just dance
People
on the
aren't
street.
interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
They're not interested in
actually put
bling,
something
bling,
out
and
there.
what's new.
Yeah.
And
Never
like
think
the
about what
boys,
happened back
that's
then.
how we are. The
Yeah.
boys, they're goofy. But they're brothers and
They're all brothers
Right.
in the thing. You don't find that. You find people who have to go searching for friends and, okay, well, let's sing this, and then you don't feel it.
Yeah.
We can, in between practices, we can goof off and still be on top of it. Like, you know.
Well, just it's going to be amazing when you are found and you're out there and people can't even get next to you. You know, when I have to say, hey, I know you. Can I get your autograph?
Hey, you already know.
Y'all have each other, and the synergy is already there. You know, the connection is so awesome.
Is it hard for y'all to do something like instantaneously? Say the word for me.
Instantaneous. You got me messing up the word. Instantaneously.
Is it
I
hard
can't
for you to
be
do
around my
something?
host.
Hey, I be getting tongue-tied sometimes. That's the excitement when I'm around
Right,
my
that's
people
right.
that I'm like a fan of.
Right.
But is it hard for y'all to do anything instantaneously?
Yeah, there you go.
Is it?
I need the meaning of that word. We're all like, what?
Oh, I mean, like, so, like, say if I asked y'all to harmonize something real quick right now, could you?
Thank you for watching Real Talk with Dakota. Ready? 5, 6.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
5.
If I mess up, do not laugh.
7,
Okay.
8.
Thank you for watching Real.
5, 6. Feel it, Janae.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you for watching Real Talk with Dakota.
Wow.
Oh my, that's
I
awesome.
don't know. When I just get like,
Wasn't it
Like-
Coda?
No,
Co-
that's not
it wasn't-
it.
I get
Well,
nervous
not
and I
on the
just
back.
Okay.
freeze.
Well, hold on. Let me tell y'all something. Okay. So your mom was in a group called Undivided Attention, and I have to say this because I'm watching each one of y'all. Right. Each one of y'all have your mom's personality. Your mom used to do exactly what you just did. Every time.
Oh, freeze up?
Freeze up. I'm telling you, I was there, and many times I actually was the manager of them at one time, and I used to ask, "Where's Jerika?" And they say she in the bathroom. And this is time for them to get ready to go on to where they got to perform, and she'd be in the bathroom, and I'd be like, "Okay, they got to go on stage." But the thing was this: when she got up there, you know, the same thing I saw y'all do. I saw the power.
Right.
I saw y'all come together. And Jody, you something else.
Yes.
You know, you might be you might be like the smallest, but you are a powerful, powerful pack of energy.
Yes.
I watch each one of you, and y'all compliment each other. I mean, really, really, really good. And I think when people see you, that's what's going to take them. You know who the Jackson 5 family was like
Yes,
that, right?
absolutely. You know, I thought about that when I was sitting here listening to them sing, and I was thinking about, oh, they're going to be found one day.
Yeah,
and when
yeah.
they're found, and it's just y'all, because people ain't going to get next to you. You
Right.
already know that.
Yeah.
So get prepared for that. But it's y'all, and you just have that synergy, and you can tell you grew up together, you know each other, you understand, you know how to make each other laugh, you know
Yeah.
how to bring each other up when you're down, and it's just an awesome thing to see.
If I can kind of throw something out there, and I'm hoping that your mom and your dad and everybody around will probably agree to it, which they need to do is invest in a camera
Yes.
and just video these young ladies
Yes.
when they're being naturally who they are. Because as y'all become celebrities, people are going to come back and they're going to want to see that, what you were just talking about, right? And so, you know, you definitely want to be documenting these things because y'all are stars, okay?
You are.
And I see that, and if anybody I know sitting at this table, I'm going to give Jody the credit because Jody ain't to be played with.
She's not.
I already see, because she was like, hey, come on, let's go get it, you know. But I'm just telling y'all, you know, please don't ever fall short and feel like you're not going to succeed because it's already there.
Right.
You stars already. It's just now you just got to get on the platform.
Just waiting, and
Yeah.
and you're gonna have to be very selective. YouTube, do y'all have a YouTube channel?
We did, Sister JW, but we posted, that's when we were working with somebody. That was in the past though.
Didn't really work, so
it was-
we stopped posting. But we post like stuff on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, we post.
She
lot
my mom
on
posts.
Instagram.
Like stuff on Facebook all the time. So
Yeah, their mom is in the audience, so she's watching them very closely.
Closely.
So
Yeah.
we just want to say that she's here with them. But you can see the talent that they have. You can tell your mom has done an awesome
Awesome.
job
Yes,
with
yes,
you all.
yes.
If I had one suggestion, I know there are folks out there making a lot of money on YouTube. and with the three of you all, you can video yourselves.
Right.
And just post it. Get your YouTube channel and just post every day.
Right.
Post
'Cause I'll
something
be
every
one
day.
of them just looking.
And
I'm
I'll
trying to
follow
tell you.
too.
Hey,
I
and I'm
guarantee you
telling
can get some followers.
Yes,
right.
y'all not gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
The only thing is just utilize the marketing aspect of things right now, the
Right.
media,
Right.
and everybody already. I mean, pretty much, you can imagine how many people have already heard y'all sing,
Yeah.
even if it's by accident.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when they hear, they listen.
Yeah.
You know, so that'll be something that y'all definitely want to do. I'm also going to put this out there as well. I have a company called Phototiming Production. I'm a professional photographer. As I told you earlier, anything that I can do, contribute. You know, I am just honored that y'all came and gave us the opportunity to interview you. So I want to make sure that you know, all you got to do, your mom know how to get in touch with me. You call, we get those photographs going, and then I have another partner that I'm partnering up with, Miss Darlene Thompson. She's a playwright, okay? And she has some stuff coming up, so I would also be talking to your mom about that as well. These areas where you'll be able to utilize all your skills, because like you want to be behind the scene, right? And you like doing that. Also, we got some things coming up. Again, I'm going to put you on the spot. So once we get this powerful showcase we got coming, I'm definitely going to call your mom and see if I can get y'all to come out and bless us with some of your performance.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to really be running out of time. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I got a gentleman that normally comes on after us. And every time he comes in, we be having to hold him up. I am not going to do that to him today. I just want everybody to know that we appreciate JW coming in. We love the music that you gave us. And you're a blessing. And I want to tell your mom, thank you for allowing this. You were a blessing to me.
And me too.
And
Absolutely.
so, you know,
I'm still one of your biggest fans, so just know that.
So remember, hey, y'all want to definitely, is it anyway, so basically what they can do is find y'all on Facebook more so anyway, right now. So now that we throwing you out there like that, you know, y'all can put something together, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, let people know. Hey,
Do y'all have individual accounts or Facebook accounts?
On
Social?
Facebook, I recently made one. I post almost every day. Just pictures I post.
Okay.
Comments.
All right.
Well, you know, also being in the music business, be very careful.
That's right.
Listen what I'm going to tell you. Always go to mama.
That's right.
You feel me? Always go to mama. Okay? If anybody come to you and they can't come to mama, they can't come to you. You understand that? All right? So in this business, people come around flashing money, drugs, anything, especially when they see that talent. But you always go to mama, because mama going to be the one, and daddy too. You let them know,
Absolutely.
yo, this is what's going on. I always used to tell my daughter, whenever she was, my daughter is in the music business as well, and I always tell her, I said, whenever they come up to you, mainly guys, y'all beautiful women, so you got to know that people are going to come to you with all kind of tricks,
Yes.
right? And I used to tell my daughter, say, always tell them that they need to meet your daddy. If they can't meet me, then they now have no good intentions. You understand that? So remember that, okay? Because this is once you get older, you'll start to feeling like, okay, I can do this, I can do this. But no, always keep mama right there, because mama can see things you can't see. You understand?
Yeah.
And when she see it, she's going to pull you, she's going to be like, and listen to her, because she been there, done it. But y'all are a blessing. Hey, this is Rodney Grimes, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, this was a blessing. We have JWN, and we'll be back next Tuesday, 6:30. And we will tell you about people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. See ya.
Good night. us.